Welcome to episode 22 of We Have Issues. I'm Anthony.
I'm Stevie Wildcard.
And every week, Steve Wildcard and I get together and we Spartan kick all the problems we have in the world in the face so they fall down a hill and we get something done. We're doing our best to create something a little weird. It's a graphic novella that's actually a semi-autobiographical time travel graphic novel musical. And I finished writing it this week, Steven.
Boom! That's amazing.
I did it. I set out to do something. I said I was going to do it. I was like, here's my plan. And guess what? That's what happened. Writing is what happened when you're busy making plans to write. Like, that's precisely what I did, John Lennon. I made a plan and life did not happen. Writing did. And, which I don't know. I don't know if that's the best thing to do, Stephen. It's like,
I didn't live at all this week. So basically what I did was just not live and write.
Yeah, I forfeited.
And live in the past. I lived in the past for a whole week.
That's what I did. I was like, you know what, John Lennon? I'm going to live in the past. It's the same thing. It's fine. It's fine. It's healthy. Watch me do it. And then I did. Anyway, so it's done and you read it. What did you think?
It's awesome. It's amazing. The narration's super sad and it's beautiful, but it's going to look awesome. I can't wait for me to finish the pages, you to finish the coloring, and us to just publish this and start the next project that
By the way, first of all, thank you for saying it was good. I'm always nervous about that stuff. Secondly, so speaking of our next project, the poll so far, if you listen to the last episode, everyone who's listening now, if you've listened to the previous episode, you know that we have a poll going. It's going to be it lasts for a full week. And you have the opportunity to choose what our next project is. So far, Deathless is ahead. I have noticed that Scavengers and Come What May are neck and neck, and they're tied for last. But
so, the two freebie ideas that we had.
Yeah, the two ideas where we were like, we already have most of this work done. Don't make us do stuff, people. And they were like, you know what? We're gonna make you do stuff. We believe in you. I take it as them believing in us. They're like the two most ambitious projects. We're gonna vote for those the most, and I like it.
I'm also just gonna think that maybe it was just like, you know, these are two like basically like immature ideas because they're both, between the two of them, are almost, you know, a decade old. So
yeah. Oh, for sure.
They probably just didn't age as well as some of our newer ideas. So,
dude, I'm pretty excited. You know what I'm really excited about? I'm really excited about your mom's dog, Steven.
And me blowing up on TikTok with it?
Steven, I'm super excited about the fact that you're TikTok famous.
Let's see. Well, it's getting pretty good, man. Hold on, let's see.
Is it downloadable? Because I can put the video on here. Okay.
I am up to 58,600 views on that video. I'm up to 423 followers from 2. Before I posted that video, I had 2 followers.
It's incredible. Steven made TikTok just basically to give my TikTok extra likes, which, like, because I'm terrible at TikTok. I'm really bad at this stuff. And Steven's like, I have an idea. There's this adorable little puppy. People love puppies. Watch this. And then look at this video. It's the cutest video in the world. So much so that almost 55, what is it, 55,000? It's 55.6?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like almost 56,000 people watch this video.
Dude, it's gonna grow because I think 1,000 people have shared it or something like that, or 100 people have shared it maybe. So It's just gonna keep, dude. And it's it's like a slow grow. It's just I thought it was teetering off. So I went to bed and then I woke up. It was at 32. I'm like, oh, that's only about 4,000 more. But now it's gone up almost 20,000 more since this morning.
Steven is a TikTok master now. Now all you have to do is take that husky.
Yeah. Sorry, Raja. You husky dog. You husky. Like, that's basically it. Like,
yeah. I'm sorry.
Husky,
you're a husky.
I'm husky guy. I'm husky man. So.
Oh my gosh, Steven. We have to make all the husky videos now. I love the ostrich thing, and I think that the ostrich colony is the way to go. However, if we have to pivot real hard and become the husky guy.
Pivot. And here's the thing. So, like, you know, we were jokingly talking about getting an ostrich, but now I'm like trying to pivot that, like, babe, I need to get that pup. The one that's howling, I could have him. He could be mine. And she's like, no, we're not getting a dog, Stephen. We're not getting a dog. Blah 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 blah. So now I've changed from trying to from ostrich to husky, and it's just I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I have 5 more weeks to figure it out.
I feel like you have a better chance at getting a baby husky in the house than you do getting a baby ostrich in the house. Just I'm just gonna like put set that out there. Like I'm pretty sure that Tina's only like at any given time 6 degrees away from accepting and loving a husky puppy. Right? Like I'm pretty sure if you did the laundry and put it on the bed with the husky puppy on top of it, she wouldn't just like throw it aside and fold those clothes. She'd be like, "All right, I'm gonna fold this into my heart, and this is my husky puppy now." Like this is. You can't throw away a husky puppy. I watched that video like 7 times, and I was like, I want that puppy to be my best friend.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to try. I'm gonna do my best. I like messaged my mom today. I'm like, I need more goods, Mom. The people are demanding more video, and like I need to go over there because my mom's got some crappy Android phone that's like taking horrible video. I need to go over there with my 4K and get some good puppy footage.
Oh yeah, for sure. You need it. Oh. We need it, Steven, for us.
I know and the thing is, I can't post too many drawing videos. I at least need to go, husky draw, husky draw.
Oh yeah, for sure. You need a pattern in there. Yeah,
I need to weave it in.
They'll watch the videos knowing what's coming. Like they're gonna get their husky fix. Like
we're gonna give him some. We're gonna watch his drawing ones just because we want more husky. Yeah, I see. We're on the second drawing one. We ain't gonna get a husky video unless we watch it. So.
That's true. Like we never give like ultimatums. Like I think about it every week the podcast comes out. I always think like I'm not going to release the next video until this one gets at least 100 views. And
they always do.
How many does the last one have? It has like 80 or like 70, right?
76. It's pretty good.
Yeah,
122 on the one before. So yeah, we've basically found like we have a good follow. I mean, we can't complain, man. Like we're doing great. We really are. It's just. You and I are just very we're just people that don't feel like we deserve anything. So like we're just going to constantly be questioning everything as it comes our way. Like I had like almost a 60,000 view or 60,000 view video on TikTok. I'm like, oh, it's nothing. I'm like defeating myself. Like you're still a garbage person. You're horrible. You're just a horrible human being. You piece of crap. That's how we are, man. That's how we are.
It is. Well, it's funny because it's like I don't hate myself. I just don't. I feel like I've been like whittled down into believing that like no one's going to care about the things that I make. I still keep doing it. I still keep making things. I think Facebook has conditioned that into me. It's like Twitter. It kind of like reinvigorates like a little bit of self-esteem as far as like getting like attention for the projects is concerned, but like. Facebook, I just like ghost town tumbleweeds, like crickets for me. Like I can't. No matter what, nothing I do, unless I was literally like, I'm gonna announce that I'm giving birth or something. Like it's like even then, I don't think my family would watch. I think my mom would watch and maybe a couple aunts. Like I don't know. It's weird. I don't know what to do about Facebook. So it's like that. Every once in a while, I get down about that stuff. Where I'm like, no one cares. Why do I bother posting? I'm just gonna bother people. I'm gonna annoy them. But in reality, Stephen, I just finished writing this really awesome, ambitious, semi-autobiographical time travel graphic novel, and I'm getting ready to do the musical part of it. And it's
awesome.
I'm super excited about it. Like I was at work today. I'm just like humming and like singing like melodies to myself and like starting to get like the ideas ready for certain, because we're gonna start it off with a lullaby, and I've been starting to write it, so I'm excited about it. So I am super excited about it. I really like and believe in what we're doing, and I want to keep doing it forever. And so I don't really let them discourage me as much anymore, and I don't hate myself as much as I used to. But it's still really hard for me to just speak up and be like, we're doing this thing. Because I do feel like nobody cares until it's done. And I feel like it's like in hindsight, oh yeah, we always supported you. Like we're gonna get a lot of that from like people,
I have a tight list. It's a very small list, and sadly enough, most of it is like people we've just met through Twitter. So
it's crazy.
My Aunt Lori though. My Aunt
Lori is one of my favorite people on the whole planet. Every time
amazing.
I was like, yeah, it's amazing. It's insane. Like
she shares, she not only shares, but she types her own little message on the share. Like,
it's so sweet. It's so sweet and kind. Speaking of sweet and kind, Steven, since we're just like loving the people who listen to us for a minute, ChicagoTonyV. Can we talk about him for a second?
Oh yeah, ChicagoTonyV. Out of nowhere, left field ChicagoTonyV. Like just all that love.
So there's a man named ChicagoTonyV who has a podcast. It's on YouTube, on Reddit. He's on the subreddit The U Show, and he goes every single morning. This man does a podcast, and he takes calls and he talks to people. He's allegedly, for entertainment purposes, I don't think he wants to get in any trouble, but he was an ex-mafioso type of man, and he tells all these great stories, and he also just like gives advice. And he talks to people. But he's also just a really nice man. Like it's
really awesome.
Yeah, it's really incredible how like supportive and how sweet he is. He's one of those people that you immediately like when you watch, and when you hear him talking about the things that he is into, it makes you into them as well, which is really cool. And I always appreciate that. But he watched our podcast, and not only did he watch it, but he's clearly into it, and he appreciates what we're doing. And he enjoys it, and I love that. And that's that makes me happy, because I don't know who our audience is. I only talk to a handful of them, and I love everyone I talk to. But it also gets to the point where I don't know what they like about it. I don't know, because some people watch it to like root for us. Some people watch it because they like vampires and they want to hear us talk about stuff. Like I don't know. So anyway, but as far as ChicagoTonyV is concerned, he seems to be just enjoying the show, and he enjoys like our like camaraderie and like our relationship, and like how just like as we develop, he likes seeing it. And I was always hoping that would be a big part of what we're doing, so it's really cool. It's really cool that it's working out. So if you're out there, check out the ChicagoTonyV show. I'm gonna link it in the bottom, just so you can click on it, maybe give him a subscribe.
And yeah, he really is a fun dude to listen to. Like he's got like just the best accent, like just the best speaking voice. Really good storyteller. He's like the person that you like. He's the person that you would surround at a party while he's telling a story, and you're just enjoying the story. And it's just awesome. It's awesome because Anthony and I have like kind of been that role at parties in our lives, and it's cool to be entertained ourselves, basically.
Oh yeah. I love it. He also has, he also has a very cultivated look, like a very specific aesthetic, where he has the hat and the glasses and like the shirts. Like it's very neat, and like I appreciate it, because I'm super jealous of that, because I'm sure I have a look to some people, but to me, I always feel like I'm just like this weird like hodgepodge of clay that wears like collared shirts sometimes and t-shirts other. Like I don't know, like I feel like a mess of a person sometimes physically, So I mean, you have to draw me all the time, so you had to choose a style, But he had.
It's so funny because I basically drew you the way you look right now, and rolled up sleeves and.
That is pretty. Yeah, I do. Yeah, this is pretty much just. It's pretty close to like a style that I have, that just in general. But I still don't feel. I feel like it's just like a color. I don't know. Maybe it is a thing, but like he has this look that looks like something you could make out of clay. Like it looks like something that you could draw in a million different styles, and it works for him, and it is a character. Whereas like I don't feel like a character. Like I feel like I'm interchangeable with like Jay Baruchel, like I'm in like other people, like just whatever skinny guy you throw in a shirt.
You're Jay Baruchel Sarah is what you are. It's who you are.
It's pretty accurate. It's pretty
Michael Baruchel.
Michael Baruchel, I like it. Wait, are you like Jonah Hill meets Thor?
I'm Jonah Hemsworth is who I am.
Jonah Hemsworth is pretty good. I'm just gonna. Speaking of that, okay, so you've been drawing me this entire time. Me. Our next project, regardless of what it is, I think we should just style the main character after you. I think you should just draw yourself and get used to it.
So you're basically telling me I believe his name was
Douglas.
So I'm gonna be the loser that can't be anything. Is that how?
And then you're gonna be amazing, and you're gonna look like me, Stevie.
And then he lost weight, and he looked like Michael Baruchel.
By the way, like the reason I named him Douglas is because I thought it would be really funny if when he first meets the character, the entity in his head, he's like, "What are you, vessel?" And he's like, "I'm Douglas." He's like, "Deathless, strong name." And he like mistakes it for Deathless,
nice.
So then, and that's so it's it gets to be like that play on words where like he thinks he's gonna be like this like strong battling, like this strong battle beast, but he's just like this little guy. Mm-hmm. But eventually they together become Deathless, So
it's awesome.
Yeah, and it's also like he's immortal, so Deathless, it works. But I'm so glad I finished this week. I've had a weird week. How was your week otherwise?
Page 8 is finished. I should have some. Right. Let's see which side. Boom! That was a good one.
That was a good one.
That was a good one.
That's a good one.
I could have played football with moves like that.
All right, you're gonna. So you finished page 8,
and I got some of page 9.
Okay, so I can't see what Steven showed me, but I'm sure it looks amazing. I'm gonna see it by the time we're done editing this, so I'm excited. Like, I saw on TikTok, Steven's been posting some updating, like some actual process videos, which are really cool. I love seeing that stuff. I hope other people like it too.
It looked pretty clean too, like the high speed. Like it was like, oh man, I can do this. So I'm gonna try doing that a little bit more. Like I said, I need a husky video now. Though I've done 2 drawing, I need a husky.
Yeah, so, you owe the people. You owe the people. They've bled for you. They've watched those videos at least a couple hundred times. How was your week otherwise in life?
Oh, it was good. Let's see. Work was okay. Let me think about. My daughters were pretty horrible.
Oh boy.
Yeah, they've been. Chase has been. She's 3, so she's been 3. She's just. I love her. She's amazing. She's such a smart, beautiful little girl.
The threatening 3s.
She's so defiant. I have never met someone like, dude, we're in the Jeep, leaving the salon because I got my hair trimmed today. And they were both horrible at the salon. They were not listening. Cambria's itchy because she was crawling on the floor like a monster. Chase was freaking out before we even left the salon. Chase is getting in her seat. She won't let me buckle her, so I take away her toy bag that she got from the birthday party we went to today. And she starts freaking out, and I buckle her, and I bring the toy bag, and I go, Chasey, you need to calm down before I give you this bag. And she's like, no! And she's like screaming, toddler freaking out, losing her mind. And then I go, okay. And I open my car door, and I set it on the ground. And I'm like, I'm going to leave it here then until you calm down. And then she goes, okay. And she calms down. And I'm like, okay, baby, here you go. Here's your bag. And as soon as I hand it to her, she goes, no! Like, as soon as she has it back, she immediately, like, just, like, proves that she won. Like, ha, 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 I'm still going to be a jerk, Dad.
Wow.
And, yeah, oh, yeah, dude. It's amazing. I've never met someone so tenacious. Like, she is...
Oh, that's terrible, dude. When Atlas was almost 3, not quite 3, like, he was... So, you hear the terrible 2s. Atlas was beautiful. He was perfect. He was like the sweetest little baby during like his all of 2. Right when he was turning 3, like literally like right before his birthday, he started hitting me out of nowhere. Oh, look, here he is. Come here. Come here. I'm talking about you right now.
Why? How? Why are you talking about me?
Those are awesome Sonic PJs.
What do you say?
Is there Supersonic on there too?
Nope.
No, it's just Tails, Knuckles.
Oh, it's Tails.
Yeah, it was Tails. So when this little baby just turned 3, he started hitting me. Like bad. But just me. Okay? He didn't hit his mom. He didn't hit any other kids. Just me. I was home with him. I was a stay-at-home dad. I was home with him all the time. And when he got mad, he would just hit me. I don't know where he learned it. He never saw his brother and sister never hit him. Obviously, we never hit him. He never watched anyone hit. But he naturally learned to just whack me. Just like got me good all the time. So I would just like take him and set him in a playpen. And I'd be like, I'll be back when you stop hitting me. And then I'd leave and he'd just scream. You'd just scream. And then I'd come back and eventually he would just hit me again. I'd be like, please stop. And then he would just stop. So now I need you to apologize.
I did.
Apologize better. And now, in front of the camera, I'm going to hit you back. All right, go to bed. I love you. I love you.
I got Cambria to play World of Warcraft, so I made her own account today because the trial accounts are free. I referred her in. And
what kind of character and what's its name?
Okay, her name, and it's on a high pop server. I got Camby, like Bambi, but with a C, Camby.
Cool.
And she made she made a female troll hunter.
That's awesome.
And I'll send you the video that you can put like right here or wherever you want to cut it in. But man, like she was having such a hard time moving because in World of Warcraft, like to move effectively, like end game effectively, you want to hold down W.
Yeah.
To move straight, and then you hold right click down to kind of turn the character.
Mm-hmm.
So Cambria, this generation doesn't use mouse and keyboard the way our generation did, So she was really struggling, but like the World of Warcraft has like this new player island called Exile's Reach. So like we were able to start off on this little island where the enemies don't attack you. The quests are really simple.
Oh, cool.
And like, so like I was teaching her, and like the little video I got, man, I got to see her do the 1-2 punch with her steady shot into an arcane shot. And I was like, baby, that's awesome. And she was like having so much fun. But yeah, so I just got to monitor how much she wants to play, because she's already like wanting to play it a little too much.
Yep.
But yeah, so but she's really into it, so I'm gonna let her dabble in it, and it seems really fun. It's gonna be cool.
That's amazing. That's gonna be so much fun, dude. Yeah. Otherwise, I had a good week. I did have Steven. Okay, so at work, I'm trying to think if I should talk about this. Yeah, I'll talk about this. Okay, Steven. So for several months, I'd say probably a full year, on and off, there's been this woman, this girl who comes into my work, and every time she comes in, I end up helping her find stuff, you know. But while I'm helping her find stuff, we just talk, and we talk about how interesting things every time.
So you guys have been dating for a little over a year. Continue.
Yeah, so we've been dating for a little over. No, so we talk about interesting stuff every time. You know, like every time. I don't really know what her face looks like.
Oh yeah, true that.
I don't know what her face looks like.
Mass.
I think I might have seen her just before COVID happened, but I can't recall for sure. You know, but so I've helped her a few times now, but it's like every few months I help her, you know, like she just like goes and lives a life, and then every few months she needs something, so she comes in and, you know, like collects from the village and like goes back to her mountain or wherever she lives. But every time she comes in, she talks about the most interesting, amazing things, you know, like, and it's just always, it's seemingly random, but it always has something to do with what she's working on. But then we just ended up talking about so much. Like we ended up talking about like things that I wish I could talk about with most people, you know? But last time she was in, just recently, last Thursday, she came in and we ended up talking, and it got to the point where I was like, I forgot I was at work, and I felt like I was just like talking to like a friend, you know? Or it's just like, we were just actually having a conversation for a while. Probably too long. I probably shouldn't say that like live on camera because of
time thief.
Yeah. I was technically helping a customer who did need help. I don't know.
It just doesn't feel. See, that's the problem. Is it didn't feel like work, so you feel guilty. That's what America's done to us, man.
It's the worst. So I was there and we were talking. And at one point she told me her name. Like she was like, I'm, you know, she said her name, and she was, and I, you know, and I was like, oh, I'm Anthony. And she was like, I know. And I looked down and I realized that my name tag doesn't even have my name on it.
So how did she know?
Yeah. So I was like, what do you like? I was like, what, you're a good guesser? And she's like, no, the first time we ever talked, you know, we
never forgot.
Yeah. We introduced ourselves, and I was like, I'm usually really good with names. I think it's the masks thing that just like, I don't even recognize that people are the same person, you know? But like, anyway, but I remembered seeing her several times because it's always super enjoyable. So this time, I don't know, it just felt different. Like it felt like I felt like a cute, like meet cute connection thing going on. And I was just like, maybe I should ask this girl if she wants to hang out, or ask her number or something, you know? And I was thinking about it. So she was about to leave, and she said bye to me, and she was about to leave, and she went in front. And I was like, okay, I'm going to do this. And I just tried to like get enough courage to like go up and like ask, right? So I went to the front, but when I got to the front, there was a line of people, and I was like, crap, I can't stand here and do nothing waiting for this person to check out, and then like, it's going to look bad and I'm going to get in trouble, you know? So I was like, crap. Okay. So I'm going to help people. So right as I started helping people, she was like, Anthony, I want to ask you a question. You know, so I was like, oh yeah, awesome. You know, like, you know, so she was being helped by someone else, and she was like, she wanted to ask me a question before I like left. So I was like, okay, maybe she's going to want to ask me for my number or something. Like, what is this? This is really interesting. And then like people came, and then more people came, and she was like, and then she was like waiting for a second, and she's like, all right, you know, I have to go, you know? And I was like, okay. And I was like, I'll see you in a few months, you know? And she was like, you know, she said bye, and I said bye. But I was like, Steven, I think she was going to ask me for my number, and like I wanted to ask her for her number. It was a very weird, and that hasn't happened to me in person in a long time.
So why didn't you rom-com it, bro? Jump over the register and run to her.
I know, Steven, I know. I was thinking about that since she left. Like, after she left, I was just like, I should have done all of these things, and I didn't.
You know what the problem is? Is the old ladies where you work don't give you the go-getter, son. They're like, check me out.
I needed to go get her, son.
Give me 50% off. Yeah, if you would have had sweet old Helen and she was like, if you were rigging in a bunch of scrapbooking stuff and she was just like, go get her, son, you'd been like, I'm gonna do it. And you're gonna do it. And then your manager would be like, hey, where are you going? And you're like, I got something to do. I have a destiny to meet. And then you would run to her and it would have been
like, it's exactly what I want to do. It's exactly what I wanted to do, Steven. And like, and I'll tell you, like, I have thought about it way too much since it happened. Like it's living rent free in my brain, as they say,
as the children from the top.
Yeah, like it really, like she is. I've thought about it pretty often, and I hate it. Like I because for so many reasons it drives me crazy because I go through all the motions. But here's the thing that makes me feel a little bit better about it is obviously there was another cashier there at the time. There was a cashier helping people out who helped that woman out. And when she was talking to me and I was talking to her, the cashier was obviously there to witness the entire interaction. And after she left, the cashier was just like, yeah, that girl was obviously into you. And I was like, thank you. Also, no.
Why didn't you say go get her, son? Where is the old lady?
That's all I needed, Steven. I just needed a little pat. I need a kick in the butt sometimes just to say it because Steven, my confidence is shaken. I haven't done this in person.
Dude,
it's intimidating.
I wish I was there. I would have put a red wig on and like, go get her, Tiger. And I'm like, who's that? Is it Mary Jane? I'm like, yeah, it's Mary Jane with a beard. I don't know why I made that.
I don't know. What if I mean, I could be into it, Steven. I don't know what you're. I hope this
go get her, Tiger. I don't need to go get her. Bow. Wow. This is a sir. This is a.
Yeah, this is the craft star. Well, oh man, Steven. Yeah, so it's been a whole thing. It's been a whole thing in my brain. I actually like since then I was like, I'm quitting dating apps. I'm off of them. That was too close. I should have like been in the frame of mind to just be like, you know what? I'm not gonna miss this opportunity. I'm gonna go for it and just do this thing. I didn't do the thing. And
not your fault, man. It's not your fault. The go-getter son wasn't there. Like, if you don't have the go-getter son, you can't do anything. There's no power in that situation. If the universe didn't position you to have the go-getter son, then, well, this wasn't meant to happen. My other dog is here. The one that, if I filmed, wouldn't get any views on TikTok because she's old. Maybe? You guys like old dogs?
Okay, so, dude, I was thinking about that. It was so in my brain at work. I was just like, I can't. It's like it's literally upsetting me. Like it's sucking my soul that like I'm feeling this regret and I hate it. And so I started thinking about things. And Steven, I came up with a new Pitches Get Stitches.
Pitches Get Stitches.
Steven, I want you to imagine for a second. Liam Neeson, Steven. But it's not Liam Neeson. It's his character from a movie, a very, very familiar movie that I think there have been 3 of them now, maybe 4. I don't know. I don't keep track. I think he fought a wolf in one of them. Nope, that was the gray. But so, taking Steven, you imagine that character keeps losing his daughter. It's like he's like the parents from Home Alone, but you know, a little more punchy. He's a little more throat rippy because he keeps losing his children and stuff. He's not a good parent, is what I'm trying to say. But the thing is, Steven, imagine for a second that this man who's lost his daughter and probably wife and other people to random, you know, terrorists or whoever keeps taking his people. Imagine for a second, Steven, that his daughter goes missing, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
The daughter gets taken, right? He gets a phone call. And if it's ransom you're after, I can tell you I don't have any money. What I do have is a very particular set of skills. Skills I've acquired over a very long career. Skills that make me a nightmare for people like you. If you return my daughter right now, I won't look for you. I won't come after you. If you don't, I will look for you. I will find you, and I will kill you.
Good luck.
It's a vampire, Steven!
It's a vampire!
It's a vampire! Not
Was that a pretty good count voice though?
It was a good count voice. It was the best count voice. Steven, a vampire takes his daughter, bites her in the neck. Now his daughter's gonna turn to a full-fledged bloodsucker if he doesn't go after Dracula and stake him through the heart. Steven, the movie is called Staken.
Staken. I love it.
Steven, why is this not a thing? Why isn't Staken already a thing? Why haven't they made 4 of these movies and they're already in space with space vampires? I don't get it.
We need to just make we need to make an anthology of all these different vampire joke pun ideas or parody ideas.
It's true. I think Staken has legs. I think it's a real idea. And I think that if you think about the vampire universe with Jean-Claude Van Dampire and Staken,
and then we got Van Helsing. We got a whole
if these worlds collide.
Everyone thinks, dude, here's the thing. Everyone says, "Oh, greatest crossover. Oh my god, Avengers Endgame, it was beautiful." But just imagine for a second Jean-Claude Van Damme, Liam Neeson, and Jim Carrey on the same screen killing vampires together. I could, if that ever happened, if we ever somehow developed the amount to where we could produce such a film.
It's all I want. I want to add that to the poll. I want to add it to the poll now and let it win and let it take my soul because I want to watch it. I want to write it. It's so good. I want to keep, I don't know if people like Pitches Get Stitches. I just I'm at work. I think of these dumb ideas and I tell them a little and then I'm like, I want to talk more about this. So what are you going to do next week, Steven?
I'm going to finish up page 9. I'm going to start page 10, and then I probably should start some more blues because once I get 9 done, it'll leave me 2 blues left. So then I should flip the script and do a couple more blues. It all depends on my mood. Yeah. And then once you start working on the music too, I obviously will. Anytime I'm in the mood to write music, I can just play off of that. So,
this week I'm going to try to color at least flat. At least 1 page to get the feel for it, and I'm going to try to write the lullaby, the very first song. That's my plan. Yeah.
Now, do you want me to send you the ones I've already colored, or would you want me to just send you pencils so you can color fresh? What do you want to do?
Send me both. Just send me everything you have, and
I'll just send you the file, the Photoshop file, and you can choose to close off my layers.
Absolutely. Or not. Yeah, dude, that'd be perfect. Yeah, so you just send me all the files. I'll work on it, work with it. I'm gonna get the tomorrow. So
awesome. What I've found with the way the pencils are on this page is you really don't need to add much dark. The pencils seem to fill in the dark. If you just add some lights here and there, it's usually pretty good. But you can mess with it. You might be able. I get so I like very flat, muted, saturated, negative saturated colors. That's how I color. So I know a lot of people don't color that way, and I always feel like I'm not coloring correctly because of how dingy I make it. But that's just what my eye likes. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that style. Especially with the more the bright green. The nice the muted colors with that bright magic. It's a really nice contrast. So it works. But so I'm gonna try to color at least 1 page, and I'm gonna write 1 song. So
awesome.
That's my plan. I'm super excited about this. We really need more people to vote for the poll. I mean, if not, Deathless wins. I don't really want that. Not that I don't want Deathless to win. It's just that I want more votes. I want all the votes. Is the thing. I would like to know that the people who are listening actually contributed to whatever the next idea is, so they are getting the thing that they want the most. So the polls are going to remain open for the next week. So if you're watching this right now, the poll should still be open at www.facebook.com/group/wehaveissuespodcast. You can also find them at twitter.com/wehaveissuespod. It should just be the pinned tweet right up top. All you have to do is watch the previous episode 21, listen to some of the pitches. You'll learn, what we're going to work on next, or what we might potentially work on next, and you can vote and help us decide. So I think it went pretty well. I'm really excited to see what we work on next. I love all of your pages, so I'm really excited to see you finish the ones from this week and then whatever we're going to do next week. Thank you all for listening. We really appreciate you. I'm Anthony.
I'm Stevie Wildcard.
And this has been We Have Issues. See you next week. All right, so hello. So anyway,
we have issues.
We have issues.